Okay, good morning, everybody. Let me fix my shirt a little bit. Okay, good morning. This is Jackie again, Jackie of all trades. And last week I did have some new countertops put in. You may remember the old nasty laminate blue countertops I had. They put them in. There was a problem with the order when they actually cut the backsplash. It was supposed to be 4¼ inches tall. They only delivered 4 inches tall. Overall, not a big problem because I'm actually going to put a tile backsplash back here, but for the purposes of this wall, when you remove the old backsplash, what you found was there was significant gap down in here. I guess I could pull this back quickly to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So, I mean, air hole right into the back of the wall there. And if they had delivered the correct size to me, I don't think we would even notice that. Now, what I've done here so far, I've started to repair it. I am actually using, this is from Duck, the same people who bring us that duct tape, so you'll recognize the logo here. I got their wall repair fabric. So it's it comes in a tape roll, and I've put paint here so I can actually find the end of it the next time I need to use it. And it's very sticky, but it has these kind of, I would call it a grid pattern, so these kind of wells in it. So what I'm going to do is I put it up on the wall. Then, as the picture shows you here, I'm going to actually use this kind of plaster compound, and I'll put that on there to, as it says, repair and patch drywall and plaster, easy to use. That's what we're going to find out here. As far as the compound I'm using, I guess you might want to see that too. So, where was I? Okay, so I'm going to be using this USG Sheetrock brand dust control joint compound right here. I actually happen to have it on hand. And what I'm going to do is put it up on the wall there. So it's supposed to dry very quickly. It's going to be no mess. Of course, it's going to be simple, like no problems at all, right? One of the things I wish I had done, but just to be honest, I was feeling kind of lazy, is to maybe sand the surface here to rough it up a little bit so that the actual wall repair fabric would stick a little better, because sanding to me seems to be the answer to everything. However, I did not do that, and what I'm going to do now is see if I can still get this to adhere. Now, to protect the new backsplash, I've put this up here. As I said, I'm just interested in kind of patching it over to get the drywall to actually meet the tops here of the backsplash, because eventually I'm going to tile over this area anyway. So over the long run, it should not be a big deal. I just want to make sure now that the tile that I do put on here has a place to adhere to, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's get started. Up here we have the compound, and I am going to try something a little innovative here. Sorry, I'm going to take this compound and I'm going to place it into just some regular quart-size sandwich bags. Go to the corner and use this edge for piping. So we'll see if I can be able to pipe it out of here. So I think, again, the thing we want to do is use what we have on hand. We don't want to buy anything special, no special cake decorating piping bags or anything like that. Just a regular quart-size bag. This one I got from Aldi's. And we'll see how it works out. Just a leftover piece of wood from another project I'm working on for the kitchen, as you guys well know. Pulling this out like this, sliding it in the piping bag. My hope is to get it as far into that corner as possible, just to be able to, let's see, access it down there a little bit later. Grab some more. Bring it down in the bag, as you can see. Grab some more. Sliding it down in the bag. Again, I don't know how much I'll need, let gravity do some of this work for me to get it in that corner. Grab a little more. Slide it down in the bag, right? Okay. Slide it down in here. Wipe off the excess, like so. Just leave this like this. Stand it right there. All right, so with this bag now, I've got extra here. Obviously, this is a messy process, but what I want to do is take it, slide it down as far as I can into the corner over here, okay, like that. This side has none in it, but what I'm trying to do is take all the excess air out, and there's my corner right there. See, I'm gonna use it like this. So now I'm gonna seal it up so you don't have extra air coming back in there. All right, now this bag will be used for piping, and let's see how it works out. I'm gonna cut a generous sized hole here so you guys can see that. So there we go. Sharp scissors always help. This is what I have. Try to save that a little bit. Let's turn back around. Sorry, I don't have a production studio, just me. Let's see what I have over here. Okay, you guys can see that? Okay. I think you have a good view of where I am. Okay, so like I said, here's our compound. I've put it in a sandwich bag, or actually this is a quart size bag. I'm going to begin piping it along the wall here. And I have my handy dandy scraper tool, and I'm going to kind of use this to kind of work it into the groove. So let's see how this works out. Again, stuff from another project up here. It's stuff that I need, so I will be accessing it again. But for our purposes, let's get the area just a little bit more accessible. Now let's get going, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start here, and this is just the area right before the gap is where I'm starting. And yep, you can see it kind of piping on there. Let's see, I'm gonna start and pipe toward the bottom, and I'm just kind of pushing the bag along the base here. And I'm gonna come back in and fill this in. Okay. Readjusting, push, push. It seems to be piping out okay. Right there we have a hole. Doesn't feel like there's much support going on over there, so we'll have to figure out what we want to do about that. Okay. Now, that's my first pass through. Set this over here. Now I'm going to take this and kind of spread it in and get it in the grooves in here. So I'm kind of going to go upward, see if that helps first, to kind of get it over the hole where I want it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Up, up, like so. Again, I was overly generous, but I didn't want to take the chance of not having enough on there. So I think it's okay to just kind of wipe off the excess here. Keep going. Up. Like so. Wiping off the excess, because I'm going to come back. Here there was a big gaping hole, so you can see where the coverage wasn't as great, but we're going to try to cover over that. Okay, we are artistic here. We can make this happen. I think. Come back over. let's give it a pause. All right, so you see I do have a lot of extra that's come off of here. What can you do? I mean, I want to make sure that we get nice even coverage. I don't like waste, but I think for what I'm using it for, mission accomplished. All right, so let's check that again. And about, let's give it 2 hours, kind of see where it is. If it looks like I need to go over it again, you know, one more skim after I sand it down, then I'll do that too. So we'll see, but for now, I think mission accomplished. I think it looks good. All right, it's been a few hours. I think it has come out relatively well. Let me see, I'm trying to get the best angle for you guys to see what it's looking like over here. Maybe this is the best way, yeah. Okay, so I already started taking off the tape here. So it came out relatively well, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off, and it's still drying. I mean, it's been about 4 hours. It's still kind of wet to the touch, so you gotta be careful here. But I feel pretty confident in taking this off. I'm using my knife to kind of help me with this. Just trying to separate it a little bit and seeing if I can get the tape to come up and still leave the repair relatively intact. I'm pulling away, as you can see, just pulling away like this. Not up, but out more or less. Make myself decent for you guys. So I would call it a success. Let me get out of the way so you can see. I guess I can post a couple of before and after pictures. What I'm going to do is let it finish drying, probably overnight, and after 24 hours it should be pretty solid. I will sand it down, and this area will be painted here a nice taupey color. It's called Toasted Almond from PPG, or Glidden, I think, is also a brand that makes it. And then this here will be a peel and stick mother of pearl tile. So, success. This is coming together just a little bit at a time. Moving that over. I'm very pleased with it, so I'll keep you guys posted. It's a journey. We're making it.